And he was like, girl, you can just switch. Like, just switch. And my brain cannot do it. I just cannot do it. I feel like I'm quitting something. Today I was in class, doing my database module or whatever. And I had the realization that I want to go home. I want to really go home. I don't enjoy this class. What even in the fuck is going on here? I was taking pictures of the board at some point just to be looking like I know what I'm doing, like I'm following along. I was not following along. Everyone was on their laptops and they were clicking away, and they were asking him to debug stuff. He was asking the teacher hey, my code's not working right, help me with this error. I couldn't even ask for shit. I was scared that he would walk past me and realizing that I'm looking at an empty browser page, because that's just how confused I was for the entire class. And this is not new to me. This has been how it has been since the very beginning. And initially I kind of excused it because I was like, you know what, I came late to class. I started my degree program pretty late because of visa issues. So I just always had this okay, I'm really behind. I always have to catch up. I'm really behind. I just don't know what's going on. But once I know what's going on, I'm going to be on the same page with everybody else. And I would say that to some extent, I have genuinely taken the steps to get to the point where everyone is right now. But every single class, I'm way behind everyone else, because the moment he opens his mouth and he says Nest.js, Kotlin, JavaScript, open up, and I'm so confused, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. I genuinely don't know what people are talking about half of the time. And I also do feel a lot of the times, especially in the computer science world, I feel I do think this is a man thing, personally. They tend to explain things in extreme, complicated jargon that you don't really understand. And I feel they do this on purpose, because I feel it's a form of glazing. It's a form of aura farming for them. It's I know how to start a web browser. I know how to do a web page. I know how to do databases. I'm so smart. Look at me with my computer. Pew, 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 pew. And I'm girl, you're not here to mog us. You're here to teach us what the fuck is going on. And in class, I really sat there for more than 2 hours, honestly. And I really just had some time to think about do I even want this? Do I actually want this? Because I don't know if I do. I honestly don't know if I do. I started off doing this program because I wanted to be a baddie in tech. I wanted to be seen and wow, she's so smart. Oh my God, she has the smartest and coolest ideas, and look at her, she's so hot and she's in tech. And now I'm realizing that the price that I have to pay for that is immensely way larger than I expected. I genuinely could not give a fuck most of the times for what I'm doing. Genuinely, I cannot. And it's scary. It's a very scary thing to admit, because I moved all the way from Zimbabwe to Germany to pursue this degree, to pursue a different life, to, I don't know, make something of myself. And now I'm what if I literally obtain this life and I freaking hate it? What if I get there and I'm this freaking sucks? And I feel I just kind of started in the middle. So let me take it back a notch and tell you a little bit of why I ended up choosing this degree program in the first place. Currently I'm studying web development, and I chose it initially because I didn't know what else to pick. And that's like the most sad part about it. It's not even like I can say, oh no, I picked the wrong degree program. Oh no, because then that's an easy fix. Just pick the right one and just start doing the right one. However, I don't really feel drawn to anything, if I'm being honest. I think I just want to like just do my creative pursuits and just have fun doing my creative pursuits, I guess. Can I get paid to do that? It's not like I'm necessarily super great at them, but I just want to do that all day. But I chose web development because I was like, you know what? Back in high school, I used to really, really love maths. And I'm also a very creative person, so I was like, you know what, web development sounds like I will be in charge of like picking the colors and the typography of these web pages. So I'm sure you can guess, but I actually initially wanted to do UI/UX design, which is probably a lot more of my domain. However, I ended up picking this degree program because it would allow me to essentially do dual mode, which means I'm able to work while like studying, like hand in hand. I came and I discovered that's a big scam. That's not really the case. However, we're not going to get into that. So yeah, I initially picked web development because I was like, you know what, it's not super design heavy. Like I would like a mixture of both. I would like the opportunity to be able to do UI/UX design, as well as the opportunity to maybe go into something a lot more technical if I do choose to do so, because I want money. Like, let's be so fucking for real. Like, we're doing this for the money. So that's why I chose web development. And then yeah, I came and I realized that web development was web developing. Like it's not fun and jokes. It's actual work. And it's just been a love-hate relationship, I will say. There have been some triumphs. I managed to get like an internship. It was like an amazing 12 weeks. There were some pitfalls, but it was really cool, and I'm very, very blessed to have been able to do that opportunity. And I feel like I have learned a lot. Like, it's not like I just sit there in class and I don't know what the fuck is going on. I do know quite a bit by now. However, I feel like when I have those moments in class when I'm genuinely so lost and everyone is doing things around me, it does feel extremely isolating. It feels like I'm not where I belong. It just feels like I'm not where I need to be. There's that feeling of like, girl, you're literally trying to delude yourself, and I love that for you, but eventually you're going to have to wake up and realize like this is not for you. And I don't know, it feels like I'm putting on like a mask. I'm putting on a show for people to be like, look at me doing my thing. But like, this is not who I am. This is not what I'm about. And I feel like some part of me was like, okay, maybe I need to like just try and like switch to UI/UX design instead. But even during like the time in the internship when I was literally doing that was literally what I was supposed to do, there was so much like dissatisfaction that also came from that. And what I discovered, like thinking in class, because I had so much free time since I wasn't doing anything that I was supposed to be doing, is that like last week I was preparing a speech for the internship thing, because I was supposed to like speak and talk about my journey, and you know, that's basically what I had to do. And I realized when I went, because I got onto stage and all the nerves just disappeared, and I just like got to stand there and got to speak to all these people, and I felt like so myself. I felt so at home. I felt so beautiful in that moment. And I remember just having the thought that I wish I could do this for a living. Like, I wish I could do whatever that is, which is like be in that state of like, I wish I could do that for a living. Like, can that be a career? And I'm sure that like you could probably tell me, oh, this will just become a public speaker or whatnot. I don't know. I feel like those kinds of careers, sometimes they feel so like inaccessible to me. Like, how do I access that exactly? All these other careers are so easy to access. Where it's like, if you want to be a lawyer, go to law school. If you want to be a doctor, go to medical school. Obviously, it's not easy. Like, it's not easy, but the roadmap is so clear, and like you just follow it. However, I feel like the career that I am meant to follow, like, I've always known for a long time that it's going to be something that I'm going to have to like makeshift for, like, somehow. Like, I'm going to have to makeshift it. I'm going to have to curate it to some extent. I don't believe there's a specific like clean cut dry career out there for me. I feel like whatever career I am meant to be doing is going to be like a blend of things. I'm going to have to like find myself and find all these different little parts and put them together and create my life. I just kind of always known that that's kind of like the situation for me. However, as you can probably imagine, that is not very easy. It's not very easy to explain that to strangers when they ask you at these networking events. It's not a very easy thing to explain to your parents who are paying for that degree. So it's usually something that I just keep to myself, where I'm like, I'm not really meant for this, actually. I'm doing this in the meantime while I figure my shit out. And maybe I won't even mind doing it for a period of time, as long as it can make me money and it's not extremely like detrimental to my mental health. However, like, I'm not even talking about like I want to be a speaker for my career, but whatever that feeling was when I just stood there and every single thing disappeared, all of my insecurities about me falling potentially, and I felt so gorgeous because I had put on like cute little outfit and I was like, ooh, cute. Like, that feeling that I felt, I want that to be the state I'm in for most of my life. And I know that I will not be in that state if I pick a career that results from this degree. I feel like another thing that I want to touch on as well is the fact that I've just never been able to be someone who is able, oh my God, like, I don't know, I can't just speak sometimes. I've just never been the kind of person who can concentrate on anything that I don't find enjoyable or that I'm not like deeply interested in, if that makes sense. I do think I might have ADHD. That is a very, very fair assumption to make if you've met me and you have been wondering if that's a possibility. I do think it's a big possibility. Will I ever get diagnosed for it? I don't know. But I've just really struggled, especially in high school, to focus on like 90% of my subjects. Like, the fact that I even passed my subjects is genuinely a miracle. And I realized that it might have been something I was able to like survive in high school, when my primary occupation was student. However, now I'm not just a student, I'm also working. I have a job on the side that's pretty important for my livelihood. I am expected to do so many other things than I was when I was like in high school. I'm expected to pay for my rent, I'm expected to pay for my insurance. I have other important and pending thoughts that are outside of just being a student. And so I found it like even harder and more difficult now to focus on things that I don't find just intuitively. Is it intuitively or intricately? I don't know. Like, that I'm just not deeply interested in. And so you can like almost tell instantly when you look at my report card. Like, when you look at my grades, you can tell, okay, this one that had something to do with design, uh-NEE-sah passed with flying colors. And then this random ass module that say databases and storage and whatever, barely passed that nonsense. Like, I barely passed that. And that's just, it's just so black and white in my brain. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I will literally know I have an exam this week. I should genuinely put some time and effort into studying for this, and I still won't. I will legit just not do it at all. And it's kind of like making this whole plan of like just surviving my degree, or like using my degree in some sense to just figure things out in the meantime. It's making that whole like plan really, really strained. It's like making that whole thing, it's kind of messing up that plot, because I cannot focus on something I'm not interested in. And that also kind of comes into the question of like, okay, Anissa, just change your degree. Because even if I was to change my degree, I don't think I'm ever going to find a degree or like anything that's academia related that I will completely 100% be invested in terms of like every single module that's related to this degree that I'm going to be like super invested in. I think that's not possible. But at least like a good 80% or 90% would be great. But even then, I don't know if there's anything that I can guarantee I'll be interested in. I think back in high school, I was really into literature. Like, I really wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write books and all that nonsense. And now I couldn't care less. And that's just how I am. My interests, they ebb and they flow and they change with the seasons. And I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Sometimes I do kind of low-key feel a little trapped. I feel like I've been doing this for long enough for me to feel too trapped to try and change the trajectory of the path that I'm on. And I have been asked, like, I remember this time I was just like complaining about my degree, and I was like, I hate it here, I hate it. And like my classmate, like he's my classmate, but we're not in the same class per se, but our two like courses sometimes meet in the middle, because he does UI/UX design. And he was like, wait, girl, you can just switch, like just switch. And my brain cannot do it. I just cannot do it. I feel like I'm quitting something. I feel like this weird tight bond that, no, I need to suffer this degree. I need to go through it. And it's like, girl, it's probably not even that serious, but like the complications and the processes of like switching just feel so like daunting, and I feel intimidated by the entire thing. And so I just continue to stay in this degree, and I just continue to go about my business, because in my head, I'm like, well, either way, I still don't want to do anything that's related to anything per se. So like, maybe it doesn't really matter. And like, I think especially because of my dad, he's always like pushed sciences onto me, like to some extent. Like, he's pushed this narrative of like, you need to do sciences because sciences will give you like a future, which is very, very true, especially if you come from like the same country I'm from. Like, especially in Africa, it's like doing arts or doing something that's like art adjacent is almost like a death sentence. Like, you're basically sentencing yourself to unemployment for life. And so I can definitely understand where he's coming from. But it's just that situation of, I don't know, like, I have adopted a lot of those beliefs for myself. I cannot see a future in which I pursue something that I actually love doing. Like, I just don't see myself doing that. It just feels like I have to suffer. I have to continue on with this good fight, if that even makes any sense. Yeah, just wanted to rant about that for a little bit. It is tiring. It is very, very tiring trying to navigate the experiences of being a 20-something-year-old in this world. You see so many people online making money off of stupid shit, and you can't help but feel like you're just wasting your time. Like, you're just wasting your time. Like, what's the point of me learning the freaking Pythagoras theorem, of like learning matrices and learning about how to freaking program in JavaScript? What's the point of AI videos? AI videos are making millions of dollars every single day. Like, everything feels so pointless, especially right now. It's getting to the point where it's so cooked that, like, the probability of me, like, getting my dream job, which might be like being a YouTuber, is like higher than me just getting a regular job. Like, I feel like there's so many things right now that are so uncertain that leave me in a state of, like, even if I try to change my degree and try to change the program, all of these insecurities and all of these anxieties are not going to disappear. AI is continuing to be prevalent, and the job market continues to be slightly more cooked, and the economy is falling, and people's empathy is running dry. It's just like a very big, like, salad of nonsense, mush, and dirt. And it just leaves you feeling extremely powerless and pathetic. If I'm being honest, that's just how I feel. And so, despite how much, like, I feel trapped in my degree program, no matter how many lessons I attend, and I'm completely lost, and I'm probably headed towards academic burnout, it's like it doesn't really compare to, like, the lost feeling I feel in general from everything. It's kind of like whether I change from this patch of lawn to this patch of lawn to another patch of lawn, we're all going to be deprived of water, and all of our lawns are going to run dry eventually. And I don't want to be like that, honestly. I do not want to make this video like super pessimistic, because that's not the kind of person I am. I am a very optimistic person, or at the very least, I strive to be very, very optimistic. But I just want to be honest, man. Like, I just feel so blah. I do. Yeah, that's it for today. And please let me know in the comments down below, like, are you experiencing something similar? If you're a student, do you like your degree program? What degree program is that, huh? Maybe I should join in on that. And also shout out to every person who's, like, supported all my videos that I've been posting lately. You guys make me so happy. I love reading the comment sections. Like, I love it. Like, it literally could be one comment. It's usually my partner. But I just really, really love when you guys, like, say stuff. And I try my best to respond. But, yeah. Bye-bye.